Hey there, my fellow jewelry enthusiasts. Welcome to my channel, Memory Lane by Marie, and I'm Marie. I want to say again, thank you to my new subscribers, those who liked and commented and encouraged me and welcomed me to the community. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But this video is dedicated to those of you who were interested specifically in my bead chest mini bead haul or bead chest mini haul. And I wanted to get back with you on some finished pieces with the beads that I acquired in that haul. First up, you guys, is this necklace that I made from the Batik bone beads, the Batik bone flag beads because of course the hole is at the top. They look like hanging down flags. But here I created this Batik bone flag necklace. I've included some of these they're called cracked lime agate beads, and also if you look closely you can see I have a little emerald fire polish bead inside the little hole of this bead here. I'm not exactly sure what this is called, you guys, but it is a bead that I had in my stash for a long time when I first started beading, and I wasn't as conscientious, if you will, about keeping up with what the names of the beads were as I am today. But these have been in my stash for a while. I like them because of the opening there, and you can add beads. And so here is the Batik bone flag necklace that I created with those beads from that haul. In addition, I created, of course, a pair of earrings. These earrings are a companion to this necklace. Using those same round beads with the opening in the middle, I've incorporated again that cracked lime agate bead with some silver accents. I've again included in the whole opening some fire polish beads for accents in emerald, and I think they make a nice set, this Batik bone necklace as well as those earrings to match. I also finished this necklace off with a lobster clasp, just a simple lobster clasp with a bead embellishment, and I think it turned out nicely. As a flag bead, I think they're supposed to move, but if they're not supposed to move and there is some technique that will keep them from moving besides wrapping them, let me know in the comments. But I kind of like the movement that goes with them. I think it looks nice. And again, that's that Batik bone flag necklace with its matching earrings. I think that turned out nicely. Next up, guys, I've used those round cloudy quartz beads that I got in my haul. These are the cloudy quartz beads. I remember talking about them, and I said they do look like storm clouds a little bit. They have a grayish color, and you can see that it is the colors are varying shades of gray. You have the lighter grays and the darker grays, and so here I just combined them with some hot pink because I had this pendant in my stash just sitting there, and so it has shades of grays and pinks and dark pinks and light pinks and hot pinks, and I thought it would look nice as a pendant on this necklace. And so here I added some accents of silver with the pink and gray, and I've added these silver square scroll beads here. I beaded up the chain. I finished it in the back with some spacer beads. And then I finished it with a toggle clasp, a square shaped toggle clasp, if you will, to keep consistency with the squared beads here in the middle of the necklace. And so I think that turned out nicely. Of course, there are earrings to match. So in addition to the necklace, I created these earrings. They're very simple, just a beaded pair, 3 beads using those bead caps. Actually, bead caps from my stash, but I just included a very simple pair of beaded earrings using some faceted gray beads that I had and some silver beads. I kind of used all of the beads from the stash in the necklace as well as the bracelet that I made to match. And so I still think these are a nice accompaniment to this necklace. They coordinate well, and you can wear them with other things since the pink bead is not there. But I think they look really nice with this. So those look nice with this. And I think that makes for a nice set. Of course, a set like this would not be complete without memory wire bracelet. So here, guys, I created this 3-round memory wire bracelet using the cloudy quartz, some of those gray faceted, of course, some silver spacer beads with those hot pink beads as well for a coordinated 3-round memory wire bracelet. I added that apple blossom charm that I acquired in this haul as well for a nice coordinated set. I think those look very nice together for a coordinated set. So that is what I was inspired to make. That is what I created from the cloudy quartz 8mm beads from the bead chest. Next up, if you remember these unique beads, these beads were called matte yellow and black striped Ghana chevron glass beads. That's a mouthful. But I thought these beads were really interesting. You don't really see a lot of yellow beads. So I created what is like a pendant, if you will. This is like the foundation of a typical bar necklace. And instead of smaller dangles, I just hung longer dangles from it. And I thought it looks very tribal, and I think it looks great. I think it's interesting. I think it's different. And so I wanted to use these striped Ghana beads. And I came up with this, and I think it turned out really nicely. And so, of course, it's just attached to chain. There is a lobster claw on the back, and as well as embellishment bead. And so I just kept it really simple for this necklace. Of course, there are earrings to match. Just a simple pair of beaded earrings. One of the striped Ghana beads there with some embellishments on some faceted black beads with a little bit of an AB finish for a little bit of sparkle. So I think those came out nicely as well. Nice simple accompaniment to this necklace. In addition to these two, there is of course the memory wire bracelet. I used the striped Ghana beads here for a 4-round memory wire bracelet. These beads here with the silvery finish are hematite rondelles, and I think they set off the yellow really nicely. Could say it looks like a bumblebee, if you will, but I think it looks nice. I would wear it with something simple as the pop of color. Maybe a nice crisp white shirt with some jeans, and this would be your pop of color. And so I think that looks nice. Just a simple 4-round memory wire bracelet using the striped Ghana beads, some hematite rondelles, all for a finished look here. So I think that came out really nicely as well. I enjoyed working with these beads. I'll probably visit the bead crate again for some similar cultural and infused components, beads such as these. Here, guys, we have a 3-round memory wire bracelet using those beautiful African turquoise beads. I love them. They are gorgeous. And I just wanted a bracelet with them. Again, I don't wear a lot of ornate necklaces, but I do like to make them every now and then. I do like to wear them every now and then for statements. But I love a beautiful bracelet. And so I wanted to use this African turquoise on a bracelet here. I've added some glass iris beads for a little sparkle. They pick up the green. They pick up the purple. when the light hits them. I think it just adds a sparkle because the beads themselves are very matte. You could almost say they may look a little dusty. However, they are not. They are gorgeous with these flecks of browns and blacks. And I just thought these were a beautiful bead. And I wanted to showcase them in a way that I love to wear them, which is usually in a bracelet. And so I really like those. I've used, instead of silver or gold in this application, I've used the copperish bronzy like, I guess that's kind of like a copper color findings. Bronze is a little bit more gold toned, but yeah, copper findings I think look really nice with that, and so that came out nicely. I had a few beads left over, and so I made one with silver. And so this is just a 1 round memory wire bracelet. I've used here the noodle bead or the tube bead. I've added some filigree balls here and here. My camera will cooperate with me. Filigree balls here and here. And then I just added some dangles on the end here off of some chain just to use up that jasper because I really liked it and I needed it for another bracelet. So I think those turned out nicely as well. Gorgeous African jasper bracelets. And then last but not least, you guys, I got some agate. It was called Crazy Laced Agate in an 8mm bead, and I added it to this. So here is the agate. I think these are gorgeous, milky, creamy colors, shades of browns and tans and grays. And I had these beads here in my stash from a long time ago. I wish I knew what they were called. Again, that is from a time when I wasn't as conscientious about keeping up with the names of beads. I just liked them and I bought them and I made things. But I think this is gorgeous. I like how it looks on. It's stretchy, and I think it looks gorgeous. Just stretch bracelet. So I think that looks nice. And so that's it for the bead chest, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll continue to join me on my journey and my YouTube journey. Thank you for joining me today. I want to say thank you to my new subscribers. I appreciate you. I appreciate every comment, every word of encouragement, every welcome. You are too kind, and I hope you continue to join me as I continue to grow. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well so you'll know when I upload something new. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great day. Next up is this beautiful turquoise sea sediment jasper. These are 10mm beads. I thought these were so gorgeous when I saw them online, and I was even more impressed with them when I saw them once they arrived. I just did a simple beaded strand with some bronze embellishments in between the beads. I have these little flower beads here that are beaded up the strand. I have some spacer beads here, and it's just a really simple application. I finished it with a lobster clasp, a bead embellishment here, bead embellishment, and just a simple application. I love this large bead here that I'm using as a focal bead on the necklace. Again, it came from the Boss's Bead bag. Boss's Bead bag is a bag that you can receive from Fire Mountain Gems. I believe it's Fire Mountain Gems. If I'm misspeaking, somebody correct me. But they offer these bags of beads for $5 every so often, and they have wonderful wonderful things in them. You know, everything you may not be able to use, but I really like this when I saw it. I like the variations in color, and I thought it looked really nice with these sea sediment jasper beads. This is one of the necklaces where I did not create earrings, but I did, of course, create bracelets. And so here I've created 2 stretch bracelets using the same components here, the sea jasper, the flower beads. I've used here some fire polished not rondelles, bicones, and again some of those shell chip rondelles here as a focal on this bead. And so I think these are nice. I like the way they turned out. I like the way they turned out for a nice set using that turquoise sea sediment jasper from the bead chest.